It's Hot 937, Hartford's #1 for hip-hop and R&B. I'm Jenny Boom Boom out here today at the 52nd Annual Grammy Awards. Well, backstage, the Grammys haven't happened yet. They're happening this Sunday on CBS, and it's all brought to you by TurboTax. Check out TurboTax.com. I'm lucky enough to have Kimberly Locke with me here today. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
And she looks so fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
You really do. You know,
Thanks.
It's so funny how you see everybody, like, their transformations.
Yeah.
You know, from the time that they start on American Idol to they become
To
big
the end,
stars
right.
and whatever. Everybody ends up looking, you know, a
That's
lot
the whole
different.
point, though, right?
Yeah.
You do it for the makeover.
Most definitely. Well, you look great. Your skin
Thank
is so
you.
clear. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
You look great.
Thanks.
And you're attached to host and produce Making the Curve. This is going to happen, this reality show
Yeah,
thing?
you know,
Tell
we've
me.
been pitching. We got a couple of networks that are really interested. It's basically about putting together a plus-size singing group, the girls that sing backup for everybody else that can blow their faces off, and they just don't get a shot. So, you know, we're telling these girls, this is your opportunity. You know, just come out as you are. We're not asking you to lose any weight. Just be who you are. But you can't be on our show if you can't sing.
So did you go through that when you got out here, that stigma? Because I know whenever I come here, like, you know, I'm a size 12, 14, and I'm like the biggest girl in every club out here on the West Coast. It's like unbelievable.
Listen, it's kind of, it's the LA stigma, I think. It is what it is. That's what it is out here because people are very much into their bodies and the way that they look. And I think, you know, right after Idol, I dealt with it a little bit, but I had to really pull myself in and say, you know what? I got here because of who I am and the way I am and the way I look, not because I'm something that I'm not.
Right.
So you get over it really quickly. I mean, you have to make your own way, just like in anything else. You just you have to let it go because if not, it'll really slow you down.
Yeah, I've heard artists actually tell me in the past that they, you know, record companies will tell them you're not marketable because you're a size 10 or, you know.
But it happens all the time, you know. That's why we're doing this show is because that happens all the time. These girls can sing their faces off. The creator of the show, his name is Fritz. He's from New York, and he's like, you know, I'm in the studio, and he's like, all these girls coming in are blowing, and I'm like, why don't you have a deal? And they're like, oh, well, you know, the record label told me that I wasn't marketable, that, you know, I should just write and do background work. What?
Right.
Yeah, so that's what happens, and that's real. That happens. So, you know, we want to break the stigma a little bit and give these women a chance because the bottom line is that they can sing just as good, if not better, than that girl that got on.
Right, and besides, the average size woman in the U.S. is a size 10 or
size
12?
12.
And it's funny because, and I don't know what size you are now because you look like you lost a lot of weight, but
Yeah.
I know that when I go and there's like a sale or something,
Yeah.
like my size is always gone.
Because
and I'll say to my boyfriend, like, it's because everybody's my friggin' size.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
it's funny.
That's true. You can always see by what's left on the rack
The
what
large and
girls
extra large
came
is
there.
always gone.
They're always gone.
That's extra small are always there.
Always there. You're like, what can I do with this? Put on my leg?
That's so funny. You're also going to be recording a new dance album with Randy Jackson.
Yeah.
Is this happening?
It's happening. Our first single comes out the end of February. It's titled Strobe Light.
Okay.
So we're really excited about that. I just talked to him around the corner. He's bananas.
I
so-
tried to get a picture with him earlier. Let me tell you what happened last year. I was like a weird Randy Jackson stalker, and I was outside the thing last year. You know, he's like a barrier
Yeah.
set up. So I went inside the barrier, and I swear, when I say the security, like, we're gonna like beat me up. They were like, "Can you leave now? Leave now!" And I was like, "Oh!" And then they were like, "No, leave now."
Wow.
So I finally was able to manage to get a picture with him last year. I'm really hoping for one again this year.
Yeah, he's like the first booth over there at the very, very beginning. He's doing a spot for Westwood. So
Right.
he's cool. You know, we've been working together for the past probably 2 or 3 months, and he's wacky crazy. But, you know, what I love about Randy is Randy's diverse, and
Right.
Randy's done everything, you know, every aspect of the business he's been in, from being an artist to being an executive, and he's talented.
Yeah.
So, you know, when I went in the studio with him, I thought I was going to be all nervous. I was like, oh, my gosh, I'm singing with Randy Jackson. I was like, oh, my gosh, what's happening? But he was so cool.
Yeah.
He totally got me as an artist and what I wanted to do, and we just banged it out, and it was easy.
Well,
It was
that's
easy,
great.
and that's what you want.
So when's the album going to be in stores when we can get it?
You know, we're doing we're not doing a full like 10-song album. We have a singles deal. So basically it's a new single every 6 to 8 months because nowadays people go on iTunes, they click,
And
they
just
download
download
the
it,
one
yeah.
song that they want. So the first single is slated to come out on February 25th. So, you know, we're ready to rock and roll with that.
Well, we'll be looking forward to
Yeah,
it.
thank you.
Kimberly Locke. I like her. You're so fabulous, and I'm looking forward to the show. I hope that it gets picked up soon.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, it's
Thanks.
at 937.